Tonight, the story of the bakery on the harbor that cools its bread at midnight. There's nothing you need to do now but let the day set itself down. The kettle in your own kitchen is empty. The last cart has rolled home over the wet stones. Somewhere out past the sea wall, a bellboy leans and rings, slow and unhurried, the way old things ring. You can let your shoulders drop toward the mattress. You can let the pillow take the whole weight of your head. Far off, the bakery sits at the end of a short stone pier, its windows warm and gold, its doors open to the black water. The oven has done its work, the town has gone quiet, and tonight, while everyone sleeps, its loaves will do something most bread never gets to do. They will cool in the salt air of midnight, slowly, in their own good time, and so, just as gently, will you. For most of the world, bread cools indoors, on a rack, in a still kitchen, behind a closed door. But here at the harbor's edge, the baker does something older. When the last loaf leaves the oven, she carries it to the open window and lets the night sea breathe on it. And the sea, it turns out, is a better hand at this than any warm room. The salt air of midnight is denser than the daytime air, heavier, wetter. It settles around the warm crust like a slow tide coming in. And while you drift, I'll tell you why the coldest, saltiest hour of the night makes the finest bread of all. There's no hurry to understand it now. Let it come to you the way sleep comes, sideways, without ever asking. Let's go inside for a moment. The bakery is small, one long room of warm stone and wood worn, smooth by years of flour. A single oven at the back still holds its heat, ticking softly as the iron cools. There's a wooden table scrubbed pale, a stool, a lamp with an amber shade that throws a low, honeyed light across the walls. Breathe in slowly through your nose and let the breath go long and quiet. You can almost smell it in here. Warm wheat, a thread of wood smoke, the clean salt coming off the water. Your body knows the smell. It means the work is done. Let your jaw soften. Let your hands lie open. There is nothing in this room that needs anything from you. Only warmth and time and the slow settling of a place at the end of its day. Outside, the harbor has gone quiet. The fishing boats sit tied and still, their masts leaning in a slow, sleepy rhythm against the dark. Water laps at the wooden pilings, patient and unhurried, the same three soft sounds over and over. A lantern sways at the end of the pier, throwing a small ring of light onto the wet stones. Down the row of shuttered houses, one window after another has gone dark, until only the bakery still glows, warm and gold against all that blue. Somewhere a mooring rope creaks. A gull resettles on a post and tucks its head beneath a wing. The whole town is lowering itself, plank by plank, into the night, and you can lower with it. Let the mattress hold you the way the water holds those boats, completely, without any effort, asking nothing at all in return. There is nowhere you need to be. The baker has kept this place for a long time. You never quite see her face, only her shape, moving slow and sure through the amber light. A shawl over her shoulders, gray hair tied back, hands that have shaped more loaves than she could ever count. She works without hurry now. The rush of the day is behind her. This last hour is hers, and she spends it gently. She wipes the long table with a damp cloth, one slow pass after another. She sets the wooden peel against the wall. She lifts the kettle, feels that it's empty, and sets it down again. Every motion is one she has made 10,000 times, and each one has grown soft with repetition, like a stone smoothed by the sea. She is not finishing work. She is closing a day, and she knows exactly how to do it. On the wide sill by the open window, 6 loaves are cooling in a row. Dark, blistered crusts, still crackling faintly as they meet the cooler air. A sound like a very small fire, or the first few drops of rain on a roof. Thin ribbons of steam lift off them and drift out toward the water. The baker turns each loaf a slow quarter turn so the salt air can reach every side of it. She doesn't tap them yet to hear if they're done. She doesn't cut them. She simply lets them sit there in the open doorway of the night. Warm bread on one side, cold sea on the other. And between the two, something quiet is happening that no closed oven could ever do. The crust is learning to hold together instead of crack, and all it asks of her is to be left alone. Some good things only happen when we finally stop reaching for them. Here's the thing the old coastal bakers knew, and almost no one else did. If you cool a loaf too fast in still, dry air, the outside shrinks quicker than the inside. The crust pulls tight, then splits, a long crack straight down the top. But the midnight sea air is heavy with moisture and salt. It slows the whole thing down. The crust gives up its heat gently, evenly, so it never has to tear. That's why for hundreds of years, bakeries along cold harbors baked at dusk and cooled their bread at midnight, out in the wind, instead of shut away inside. They had no science for it, only the sea and their patience, and loaves that came out smooth and whole every time. And there's a deeper reason this hour matters. I'll come to it softly as the lamps go down. Inside, the baker settles onto the stool by the window. She's in no rush to leave. This is the part of the night she keeps for herself. She rests her elbows on the sill and looks out at the black water, at the single green light blinking far out on the channel marker. The lamp behind her burns low. The oven ticks slower now, cooling toward morning. She could go home. She could shut the window and let the bread cool inside where it's warm. But she has learned over a long life that some things simply cannot be hurried. The rising of dough, the turning of tides, the cooling of a loaf, the passing of a hard day into an easy night. You press and they resist. You wait and they arrive. So she waits, and out on the sill, the bread cools exactly as fast as the sea decides. Watch the steam a moment if it helps you drift down. It rises off the dark crust in slow, curling threads, catching the last of the lamplight gold before it thins away into nothing at all. A little flower still hangs in the air near the table, turning gently in the draft from the window, settling soft as snow onto the pale wood. Everything in this room moves at the pace of cooling now, unhurried, downward, towards stillness. Your breath can match it if it wants to. In, slow, out, slower. There is no next thing waiting. There is no clock you have to answer to tonight. Just warm ribbons of steam leaning out toward the sea and flour drifting down through the amber light in a room that has done all its work and asked for nothing more. Let your thoughts thin out like that steam. Let them lift and drift and disappear over the dark water. Out in the town, the last few lights are going one by one. A window above the fishmonger's flickers and then darkens. The lantern on the pier gutters low in a gust off the water, then steadies again. The tide has turned. You can hear it in the deeper pull of the waves against the stones, slower now and further apart. A thin fog is coming in off the sea, soft and gray, folding itself around the mastheads and the rooftops, blurring the hard edges of everything it touches. The harbor is dissolving gently into the night, one dark shape at a time, and nothing about it is sad. This is only what a day does when it's finished. It lets go, quietly, without complaint. The way you are letting go right now, sinking a little deeper with every slow breath into the warmth of your bed. The night is holding it all for you. The baker rises and turns the lamp down lower. The amber light shrinks to a small, steady glow, just enough to see the loaves by. She lays a clean cloth beside them on the sill, not over them yet, only near, ready for morning. The old Stoic Epictetus once said that some things are within our power and some are not, and that peace begins the moment you can tell one from the other. She never read him. She wouldn't need to. She has always known which is which. The heat of the oven, the shape of the dough, those were hers to tend. The tide, the salt, the temperature of the midnight air, those were never hers to command. And so she doesn't fight them. She works with what is hers, and she trusts the sea with the rest. Now the fog has taken the harbor almost completely. The far lights are only smudges of gold, soft and blurred. The green channel marker blinks somewhere out in the gray, patient as a slow heartbeat. The sea breathes in and out against the pier, long and even, the oldest rhythm there is. On the sill, the loaves have nearly finished. Their crusts have set, smooth, dark, and unbroken, cured by 3 long hours of cold salt wind. They will keep now, whole and good, long after the sun climbs over the water. The baker doesn't need to check them anymore. She simply knows. The night has done what no warm room ever could, and out here, everything that needed to happen has happened, gently, in its own time, without anyone pushing at it at all. Let that be true for you as well now. The day is cooling. There is nothing left to force. And here from high above the little harbor is the whole quiet truth of it. The bakery glows like a single warm coal at the end of the dark pier, ringed by drifting fog and sleeping boats and the slow silver of the tide. The bread did not cool because the baker worked harder in that last hour. It cooled because she finally stopped, because she opened a window to the night and let the cold salt sea finish what her warm hands had only begun. That is the old secret of the midnight harbor, the one those coastal bakers never wrote down. Some things only finish when you stop holding them, not the oven, not the effort, the letting go. And maybe the day you carried was the very same. You did your part, you shaped what was yours to shape, and now, like the loaves on the sill, you can simply cool in the dark and let the night do all the rest. The baker lifts a clean cloth and lays it gently over the loaves on the sill. She crosses the small warm room, past the scrub table, past the cooling oven, and rests her hand a moment on the worn stone. Then with 2 soft fingers, she turns the lamp down to nothing. The bakery goes dark, and the harbor holds it, the way the harbor holds everything: the boats, the fog, the turning tide, the whole sleeping town. Out past the sea wall, the bellboy still leans and rings, slow and unhurried, the way old things ring. The bread cools on in the salt air. The night keeps its own patient time. There is nothing left for you to do, and nothing at all left undone. The lamp is out. The harbor holds. Good night.